Dear Heavenly Father, I come uplifting my sister to you. Whatever she's standing in the need of, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or financially, God, I pray that you would meet that need. Lord, I thank you for her life. I glorify your name for making such an amazing woman. God, I ask that you would order her steps, sustain her, strengthen her, give her the directions and instructions needed for this season of her life. In her moments of weakness, remind her of your strength. In times of her loneliness, remind her that you've always been there. In times of her brokenness, remind her that you make all things new. Let no assignment go undone, and may your will for her life be done. In Jesus' name I pray. This is for any sister, any auntie, any mother, any cousin, any niece, any grandmother. I am praying for you, and I pray that this week has been nothing but the best for you. Continue to enjoy your week and have a wonderful weekend.
What's going on, YouTube family? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute since I've done a tarot card reading. No, they haven't gone away. I know I've been posting other things. Cause yeah, this is I need a place to like really be myself, and myself is all over the place, but an organized all over the place. It may not seem like it to you, but I promise I am. I'm still pulling tarot every day. However, it has just been a little bit of a pause because my travel business is picked up and I've needed to put my attention there more so than here. And then with the current transits, everything being in retrograde. When things are in retrograde heavy like that for myself in my personal chart, I have to focus on just one thing. I can't do a bunch of multitasking, okay? Because a lot of things fall through the cracks in retrogrades, and you have to be attentive to the things that matter. And so what actually pays my bills and bring in money are the things that matter at the time, especially the type of retrograde we just had. So now that things are direct, you may see a little better flow of me. Aries, hi my loves. That was a lot, huh? That was a lot. So I'm just gonna do a general love life. What do y'all want? We always want to talk about love. I know that. Are they? I'm going to talk about love. I'm going to talk about life. Yeah, you know. I'm going to just let the cards flow and tell me the story that you need to hear. I need to go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna let Spirit say what it needs to say, because I've been, when I set an initial intention about exactly what it is I want to talk about, it veers off anyway. So I'm just gonna let the Most High have its way. I hope that you guys are having a blessed, wonderful day. My computer is going off, admin. And I hope that you all are doing well. I know those retrogrades were no joke. Okay, and we're not out of the clear. Okay, we're still in the remnants, in the soot phase, I like to call it. Okay, we're still in the soot phase of the retrogrades. Okay, so Most High, ever present, all-knowing, Most High, please give me grand words for Aries in regards to love, life, relationships, business, health, strength. Y'all know the deal. I'm an upright reader, right? Thank you for perfect messages. For my lovely Aries. Aries. For my lovely Aries. You know, it is very difficult to let the past go. It can be very difficult to let the past go. But you need to, especially when new opportunities are coming into you. Check your emotions at the door. A lot of us Aries need to look into emotional intelligence, and not just when it comes to finances. Emotional intelligence across the board. Emotional intelligence when it comes to your friends. Emotional intelligence when it comes to how you feel, what you feel about any type of impulsivity that you may have, okay? Because we do that. And I say we because like I said, I have lots of various placements, but there needs to be a need, a want, and a desire to pause yourself and take a look at how you're feeling about things, why you're feeling the way you're feeling about things, and how to course correct while you're still feeling the way you feel about those things. I'll say that again. It's time to emotionally check and look into why you feel the way you feel about things that feel ill towards you, or somebody hurt you, or why you can't get over a thing, or why is it hard to make certain decisions that you know you need to make, you know are going to lead you into a better direction. Even if you don't know, you don't want continued pain of any sort, okay? You don't want ongoing thought, emotional agony about anything, especially past tense stuff. Okay? I mean, 6 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Moon card. Still thinking about past things, still trying to weigh them out, still wondering what is this person doing, because they can't be better than off than I am, because blah, 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 and this happened, and I'm still hurt by that, and I'm having a hard time moving on. Like, be honest with yourself. Still having a hard time getting past these things, even though I need to move on, even though I have other opportunities here in front of me, even though I like having other things go on. I can't get away from this. I can't get away from what happened in 2008. I can't get away from what happened in 2020, 2019. Take your pick. Whatever is going on, Aries. Like, you have to find a way, a method, a tool outside of tarot to use to get past what's happening or what has happened, because the new opportunities have been coming your way since whatever happened. You've seen the new opportunities come and go, and you've probably fumbled a few balls along the way because of this old stagnated energy that you can't seem to let go of, or won't let go of you. So I'm gonna need you to look into why There can't be a release, of a much needed release. Like, because the opportunities that are coming your way are going to be vast in nature, financially increasing, emotional, fulfilling. But if you can't let go of what has happened to you, or the reason that you can't let go, of the reason that you can't let go, right? Meaning, you can't let go of everything, and you're trying to find a way to let go of everything, but you can't figure that part out. Listen, counseling never hurt anyone, okay? I don't care how insightful you are, how psychic you are, how metatronic you are. Talking to a licensed professional never hurt anybody, okay? Hell, just randomly talking to a stranger of any kind never hurt anybody. I mean, but you want to talk to a licensed professional, not so that someone can label you and give you medication, but so that someone can open up perspective for you in regards to how you're thinking, what you're thinking, and how to shift that thinking. Prosperity Sisters is happiness and joy. You can't get to the happiness and joy, though, Aries, if you can't get past all of the what ifs and what happens and the whys. There's a lot of whys here. Move beyond intention to belief. There's a lot of whys. And there's nothing wrong with going back to rediscover what happened or to try to course correct. But if you are sticking in that, you're sticking, it's like you went back to look and you got stuck there. Even with the new opportunities coming your way. Like, some of you have gotten new jobs right now and you're still not happy. Not happy with the job. And I mean, because you're supposed to be doing something else. Understood. You're supposed to be doing something else. Solitude. Understood that you're supposed to be doing something else. But until you do the something else, or figure out how to get that something else done, or to start walking into that something else, what's going to end up happening, well, not going to end up happening, but until you can figure that part out, you still got to pay your water bill, still got to pay your gas bill, still got to pay your light. You still have to live in this three-dimensional world. Okay? Things still have to operate. So you need a consistent income. You have received that, but you can't get other things out of your head so that you can plan properly for the future and these new opportunities that are coming your way or that have presented themselves to you. You stayed single for a long period of time. You met someone, but you can't even really get into the relationship because you're still, well, this might happen. Oh, and everything this person does remind me of that person, and blah, 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 blah. Like, there is something that you would have to do emotionally to course correct all of that so that you can blossom and be intentional, happy intentional, right? With what it is that you're walking into. Not fake confidence, but real confidence, Aries. Because you are great at the fake confidence. You will jump into something, whether you know how to do it or not, and get it done. And learn it on the job, learn it halfway through, get it done, and course correct all of that. You got to do the same in your personal life. You got to do the same for you, Aries. Okay, my lovely Aries. Solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine in your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Attracting. And this may also be you're shifting You may be in that process of shifting your mindset, shifting your thought processes about relationships, about your money, about your health, about your spirituality. And in the process of gaining those new perspectives so that you can move forward. And if you are not there, you're trying to get there. And that's a way you can get there. You know, seeing a therapist is a way you can get there. Talking to someone who will help shift the perspective. Okay? You want the perspective. You want your perspective of how you're viewing things and looking at things to change. That's how you can embrace the opportunities that are coming towards you and adjust to letting go of what used to be by shifting the opportunity, shifting the perspective of how you used to think about things. And that's what happens. It's like, you know, when you become a millionaire overnight or something drastic happens overnight. If you don't change your mentality about the thing that you have now that you didn't have before, same habits, same way. You'll think about it the same way. You'll use it the same way. You'll do the same things. You'll still go to the same bars or you'll go to a different bar, right? You'll go, but it's still a bar. A bar is a bar is a bar, right? A marriage is a marriage. Like, I shouldn't have said marriage. There has to be a shift. You need to shift your thought process, Aries, so that you do not stay stagnant in the thought processes of yesteryear, so that you can obtain these new goals and possibilities that are presenting themselves to you with grace, right? With a new compass on life, a new compass on your finances, a new compass, a new direction, new thought processes. You can't have it with the old stuff. You just can't. You can't, you know. And unless the people around you are going to dive into what it is you're doing or be similar to what it is you're switching up, you're not going to be able to hang out with those people either. And I don't care who they are, family, friends, you know. And I'm not saying you have to cut them completely off, but they can't be your day-to-day, because that's part of new habits, right? That's part of changing the mindset. You have to change the atmosphere, the kind of conversations you're having, who you're having them with, all of that stuff. Change comes in, and when it does, especially when you've been asking for it, because more than likely you have been, you want the change, you want the excitement, you want the new relationship, you want a better, healthier relationship, you want a better, healthier mindset. Well, guess what else you're going to have to get healthy? Your body. You're going to have to change the way you eat. You might have to change the way you spend money. You're going to have to change. Things are going to have to shift. And in order for them to shift, things are going to have to change. I really think you should find somebody to talk to, Aries, but that's just me. But if you think you can do this on your own, because a lot of us are stubborn like that, we think, well, I can do this on my own. I don't need to talk to Okay, well, don't. And do it on your own then, but know that you have to make the changes. You've been talking about working out forever. Get up and do 5 crunches once. Golden Palace. All this beautifulness from in front of you. Get into your solitude. Get into yourself. Get into your happiness, Aries. You understand? Because if you do not, you'll be stuck in this energy. Always in your head. Always in your feelings. Always thinking about yesteryear. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. if this would have happened instead of that, you will always be in this. I don't care what planet is shifting and what you doing. And I'm not saying it has to change tomorrow. And that may be part of the issue because, we like the fast results. You can't always have it that way, my lovely Aries. Okay? When it's heavy like this, it takes time. Okay? It's probably going to take you as long as it took you to get into it. Right? So if you've been unhealthily eating, and yes, unhealthily, it's a word today. If you've been doing that for 5 years, it's probably going to take you 5 years to, correct it. But it'll get, before it is like fully instilled in you, I should say that. I'm not saying that you won't, making the small changes now won't increase into big changes, because it will. You're like the person who loses weight that don't realize how much weight they've lost until they go put some clothes on. And it's like, oh my God, look at the weight I've lost. You don't know how much inner work you've done until you go out and mingle with other people. And it's like, oh my God, I know I've grown. I don't even want to do those things anymore. Or it could also give you anxiety that you don't do those things anymore, but it'll be of an anxious nature, more of a happy anxious than I want to end this day right now. Let me go home and take a nap kind of thing. Okay. Lots of 5s and 6s is on the board. 555, 666 may mean something to you. And since we're here, we're going to read the Golden Palace. Commitment. Dedication to the change, to the switch. Get into your solitude, get into yourself. A true commitment is a responsibility of heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also... Oh, I'm sorry. 23, not 36. I'm looking at 23. Golden Palace. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you are living your life, and how much love you are willing to share. Guaranteed receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards. But things come and go, Aries. And knowing your true value leads to even greater riches. Now, share your wealth. Things come and go. People, money, places, things, even emotions and feelings. But you're holding. Release. Get into your solitude, get into yourself, explore the possibilities that are in front of you currently, Aries, where you can make solid, great decisions for yourself. Start making those. Pull yourself out of the slump of yesteryear. Planets are direct now. You should be too. Get moving, Aries. I believe in you. Blessings.